Hello, welcome to Artificial Fluency Podcast. I am Mia, your host. Today we have a special long episode about family and relationships. We will talk for 1 hour. Are you ready to learn about families in English? Let's begin this fun journey together. Hi everyone, how are you today? I hope you are good and ready to learn. Today is very special. We will spend 1 whole hour talking about families and relationships. This is a very important topic. Everyone has a family. Everyone has relationships with other people. What is a family? A family is a group of people who love each other. They live together or they care about each other. Families can be big or small. Families can be different. That is okay. All families are special. Today, we will learn many things about families. We will learn family words. We will talk about family activities. We will learn how to describe family members. We will also learn about friendships and other relationships. This will be very fun. Are you ready? Good. Let's start learning about families together. First, let's learn the basic family words. These are very important words. You use these words every day. I will say each word slowly. You can repeat after me. Ready? Mother. This is your mom. Father. This is your dad. Sister. This is your female sibling. Brother. This is your male sibling. Grandmother. This is your mom's or dad's mother. Grandfather. This is your mom's or dad's father. Aunt. This is your parents' sister. Uncle. This is your parents' brother. Cousin. This is your aunt or uncle's child. Daughter. This is someone's female child. Son. This is someone's male child. Very good. These are the basic family words. Let's practice with simple sentences. My mother is kind. My father works hard. I have 1 sister. My brother is funny. My grandmother makes cookies. My grandfather tells stories. Great job. Now you know the basic family words. Now let's learn some more family words. These words are also important. Parent. This means mother or father. Child. This means son or daughter. Baby. This is a very young child. Teenager. This is a young person, maybe 13 to 19 years old. Adult. This is a grown-up person. Husband. This is a married man. Wife. This is a married woman. Family. This means all the people who are related. Let's practice these words in sentences. My parents love me. The baby is sleeping. My child goes to school. The teenager likes music. I am an adult now. My husband is nice. His wife is a teacher. Our family is happy. Excellent! You are learning so many family words. Now let's talk about describing family members. When we talk about family, we want to describe them. We want to say what they look like. We want to say what they are like as people. First, let's learn words for describing how people look. Tall, very high. Short, not tall. Big, large size. Small, little size. Young, not old. Old, not young. Beautiful, very pretty. Handsome, good-looking, usually for men. Pretty, nice to look at. Now let's learn words for describing personality. Kind, nice and caring. Funny, makes people laugh. Smart, very intelligent. Friendly, likes to meet people. Quiet, doesn't talk a lot. Loud, talks with a big voice. Happy, feels good and smiles. Serious, doesn't joke much. Let's practice with examples. My sister is tall and pretty. My brother is short but funny. My grandmother is old and kind. My father is big and strong. My mother is smart and beautiful. Try to think about your family. How do you describe them? Let's practice more describing sentences. I will give you examples. Listen carefully. My mother has a long hair. She is very kind. She cooks good food. My father is tall. He has brown eyes. He is funny and smart. My sister is young. She has short hair. She is very friendly. My brother is big. He likes sports. He is loud but nice. My grandmother is old. She has gray hair. She tells good stories. Now let's learn some questions about family. These are good questions to ask people. Do you have brothers or sisters? How many people are in your family? What does your mother do? What does your father do? Do you live with your family? Are you married? Do you have children? These are polite questions. You can ask new friends these questions. Now let's talk about family activities. What do families do together? Families spend time together. They do fun activities. Let's learn about these activities. Common family activities. Eat dinner together. Watch TV together. Play games. Go to the park. Take walks. Visit relatives. Go shopping. Go on vacation. Celebrate birthdays. Have parties. Let's practice these in sentences. My family eats dinner together every night. We watch movies on Saturday. My children play games in the yard. Our family goes to the park on Sunday. We take walks after dinner. We visit my grandmother every month. My family goes shopping together. We go on vacation in summer. We celebrate birthdays with cake. We have parties for special days. These activities make families happy. They help families spend time together. Let's learn about special family days and celebrations. Every family has special days. These days are important for families. Special family days. Birthday, the day you were born. Anniversary, the day parents got married. Christmas, a holiday in December. New Year, January 1st. Mother's Day, a special day for mothers. Father's Day, a special day for fathers. Graduation, when you finish school. Wedding, when two people get married. Let's practice talking about these special days. Today is my birthday. I am 25 years old. My parents' anniversary is in June. We have a big dinner on Christmas. We stay up late on New Year's Eve. I give flowers to my mother on Mother's Day. My father gets gifts on Father's Day. Our family went to my graduation. We danced at my sister's wedding. Special days bring families together. They are happy times. Now let's learn about different types of families. Not all families are the same. That is okay. All families are special and important. Types of families. Nuclear family, parents and children. Extended family, includes grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins. Single-parent family, one parent with children. Blended family, parents with children from different marriages. Adoptive family, parents who adopt children. Foster family, parents who take care of children temporarily. Examples. I live in a nuclear family with my parents and sister. Our extended family gets together for holidays. My friend lives in a single-parent family with her mother. My stepfather joined our blended family last year. My cousin was adopted when she was a baby. The foster family takes care of 3 children. All these families are good families. Love is what makes a family special. Let's take a short break and do a listening exercise. I will tell you about my family. Listen carefully. Try to understand everything I say. Hello, I want to tell you about my family. I have a small family. There are 4 people in my family. I have my mother, my father, and 1 brother. My mother's name is Sarah. She is 50 years old. She is tall and has brown hair. She is very kind and funny. She works as a teacher at a school. She likes to cook and read books. My father's name is David. He is 52 years old. He is not very tall, but he is strong. He has gray hair and blue eyes. He is quiet but very smart. He works in an office. He likes to watch sports on TV. My brother's name is Tom. He is 25 years old. He is tall like my mother. He has brown hair and brown eyes. He is very funny and friendly. He works at a restaurant. He likes to play music and meet friends. We live in a house together. We eat dinner together every night. On weekends, we watch movies or go to the park. We are a happy family. Did you understand my story? Let me ask some questions. How many people are in my family? What is my mother's job? What color are my father's eyes? What does my brother like to do? Good job listening. Now let's learn about friendships. Friends are also very important relationships. Friends are people who like you. You like them too. Friends spend time together. They help each other. Words about friendship. Friend, a person you like and who likes you. Best friend, your most special friend. Neighbor, someone who lives near you. Classmate, someone in your class. Colleague, someone you work with. Acquaintance, someone you know a little bit. Let's practice these words. Maria is my friend. We go to school together. John is my best friend. We talk every day. My neighbor is very nice. She helps me sometimes. My classmate sits next to me. My colleague works in the same office. I know that person, but she is just an acquaintance. What do friends do together? Let's learn about friendship activities. Talk on the phone. Send text messages. Meet for coffee. Go to movies. Shop together. Exercise together. Study together. Help each other. Share secrets. Have fun. Let's make sentences. I talk to my friend on the phone every day. We send text messages when we are at work. My friends and I meet for coffee on Saturday. We go to movies together sometimes. My friend and I like to shop together. We exercise together at the gym. My classmates and I study together for tests. Good friends help each other when there are problems. Best friends share secrets. Friends have fun together. Friends make life better. It is important to be a good friend. Let's learn how to talk about relationships. Sometimes we want to tell people about our relationships. Here are some useful phrases. I am single means you don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend. I have a boyfriend means you date a man. I have a girlfriend means you date a woman. I am married means you have a husband or wife. I am divorced means you were married but not anymore. I am engaged means you will get married soon. Let's practice. My sister is single. She doesn't have a boyfriend. Tom has a girlfriend. Her name is Lisa. My parents are married. They have been married for 20 years. My aunt is divorced. She lives alone now. My brother is engaged. He will get married next year. It is okay to be in any of these situations. All situations are normal. Now let's learn about emotions in relationships. Relationships have many different feelings. Let's learn words for these feelings. Love, a very strong, good feeling. Like, a good feeling. Happy, feeling good. Sad, feeling bad. Angry, feeling mad. Worried, feeling nervous. Proud, feeling good about someone. Jealous, wanting what someone else has. Excited, feeling very happy about something. Disappointed, feeling sad because something didn't happen. Let's use these in sentences about family and friends. I love my family very much. I like my new neighbor. I am happy when I spend time with friends. I feel sad when my friends move away. Sometimes brothers and sisters get angry with each other. Parents worry about their children. I am proud of my sister. She got a new job. Sometimes people feel jealous of their siblings. I am excited about my friend's wedding. I was disappointed when my friend couldn't come to my party. Emotions are normal in relationships. All people have different feelings. Let's practice having conversations about family. Here are some example conversations. Listen carefully. Conversation 1. Person A. Tell me about your family. Person B. I have a big family. I have 3 sisters and 2 brothers. Person A, wow, that is a big family. Do you live with all of them? Person B, no, I live with my parents and 1 sister. The others are married. Person A, that sounds nice. I only have 1 brother. Person B, small families are nice too. Conversation 2. Person A, do you have children? Person B, yes, I have 2 children, a son and a daughter. Person A, how old are they? Person B, my son is 8 years old and my daughter is 5 years old. Person A, that's a good age. Do they go to school? Person B, yes, they both go to school. They like it very much. These are normal conversations about family. Practice these conversations with friends. Now let's learn about helping family and friends. In good relationships, people help each other. Let's learn about ways to help. Ways to help family. Help with cooking. Help with cleaning. Help with shopping. Take care of children. Visit when someone is sick. Listen when someone has problems. Give hugs when someone is sad. Celebrate good news together. Ways to help friends. Listen to their problems. Give advice. Help them move to a new house. Help them study. Lend them money when they need it. Support them when they are sad. Celebrate with them when they are happy. Be there when they need you. Let's practice with sentences. I help my mother cook dinner. My brother helps me clean my room. We help grandmother with shopping. I take care of my baby sister. When my friend was sick, I visited her. I listen when my friend has problems. My family gives me hugs when I am sad. We celebrate birthdays together. Helping others makes relationships stronger. Let's talk about problems in relationships. Sometimes families and friends have problems. This is normal. All relationships have some problems sometimes. Common relationship problems. Arguments, when people disagree and get angry. Misunderstandings, when people don't understand each other. Jealousy, when someone wants what another person has. Distance, when people live far away from each other. Different opinions, when people think differently about things. Time, when people are too busy to spend time together. But there are ways to solve problems. Talk about the problem. Listen to the other person. Say, I'm sorry when you make a mistake. Forgive when someone says sorry. Spend more time together. Be patient with each other. Ask for help from other family members or friends. Let's practice. My sister and I had an argument, but we talked about it. There was a misunderstanding, but we explained everything. I was jealous of my brother, but now I understand it was wrong. My friend lives far away, but we call each other often. My parents and I have different opinions, but we respect each other. I was too busy, but now I make time for my family. Problems can make relationships stronger when people work together to solve them. Now let's learn about showing love and appreciation. It is important to show family and friends that you care about them. Here are ways to show love. Say nice things. I love you. You are important to me. Thank you for helping me. I appreciate you. You make me happy. I am lucky to have you. Do nice things. Give hugs. Give gifts. Spend time together. Help with work. Cook favorite food. Remember important days. Send nice messages. Take photos together. Let's practice in sentences. I tell my mother I love you every day. I thank my friends for their help. I give my family hugs when I see them. I buy small gifts for people I care about. I spend time with my grandmother every week. I help my father with yard work. I cook my brother's favorite food for his birthday. I remember my friends' birthdays. Showing love makes relationships better and stronger. Let's practice describing your own family. I will ask questions. You can answer in your mind or out loud if you can. Ready? Question 1. How many people are in your family? Think about your answer. You might say, there are blank people in my family. Question 2. Do you have brothers or sisters? You might answer, I have blank brothers and blank sisters. Or, I don't have brothers or sisters. Question 3. What do your parents do for work? You might say, my mother is a, or my father works as a. Question 4. What does your family like to do together? Think about activities. You might say, my family likes to blank. Question 5. Who is your best friend? You might answer, my best friend is blank, or my best friend's name is blank. Question 6. What do you like about your family? Think about good things. You might say, I like that my family is blank. Good job. Thinking about these questions. Practice talking about your family with other people. Now let's listen to 3 different people talk about their families. Listen carefully and try to understand everything. Story 1. Anna. Hi, my name is Anna. I am 22 years old. I live with my parents and my grandmother. My mother works at a hospital. She is a nurse. My father drives a taxi. My grandmother is retired. She doesn't work now. She stays home and cooks for us. I don't have brothers or sisters, so I am an only child. But I have many cousins. We meet on holidays. My family is small but very close. We eat dinner together every night. On weekends, we visit my aunt and uncle. I love my family very much. Story 2. Carlos. Hello, I am Carlos. I am 35 years old. I am married. My wife's name is Maria. We have 2 children. Our son is 10 years old, and our daughter is 7 years old. My wife works at a school. She is a teacher. I work at a bank. Our children go to elementary school. They love school very much. On weekends, our family goes to the park or the beach. Sometimes we visit my parents. They live in another city. My children love their grandparents. We are a happy family. Story 3. Emma. Hi there. I am Emma. I am 45 years old. I have a big family. I have 4 children, 2 sons and 2 daughters. They are all teenagers now. It is very busy at home. My husband works at a construction company. I work part-time at a store. My children go to high school. They play sports and have many activities. In the evening, we are all very tired, but we try to eat dinner together when we can. My children have many friends. Our house is always full of young people. I like having a big, busy family. Did you understand the 3 stories? Each family is different, but all families are special. Let's learn some useful expressions about family and relationships. These expressions are common in English. Blood is thicker than water means family is more important than friends. Like father, like son means a son is similar to his father. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree means children are similar to their parents. Family comes first means family is the most important thing. A friend in need is a friend indeed means good friends help when you have problems. Birds of a feather flock together means similar people become friends. Home is where the heart is means home is where people you love are. Let's use these in simple sentences. I help my sister because blood is thicker than water. Tom loves music like his father, like son. She is smart like her mother. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I can't go to the party because family comes first. I need to help at home. John helped me when I was sick. A friend in need is a friend indeed. My friends and I all like sports. Birds of a feather flock together. I feel happy when I am with my family. Home is where the heart is. These expressions help you sound more natural in English. Now let's talk about different cultures and families. Families are different around the world. In some cultures, families are very big. Grandparents, parents, children, aunts, uncles, and cousins all live together. In other cultures, families are smaller, just parents and children live together. In some cultures, children live with parents until they get married. In other cultures, children move out when they become adults. Both ways are normal. In some cultures, the oldest son takes care of parents when they get old. In other cultures, all children help take care of parents. In some cultures, parents choose who their children marry. In other cultures, people choose for themselves. All these differences are okay. There is no right or wrong way to have a family. Different cultures have different traditions. We can learn from each other. What is important is love, respect, and caring for each other. These things are the same in all cultures. Let's practice some role-play conversations. I will give you 2 people talking. You can practice these conversations with friends. Role-play 1. Meeting someone new. Person A. Hi, nice to meet you. Do you have family here? Person B. Nice to meet you too. Yes, I live with my parents and sister. What about you? Person A. I live alone. My family is in another country. Person B. Oh, do you miss them? Yes, I miss them very much, but I call them every week. That's good. Family is important. Role-play 3. Talking about weekend plans. Person A. What are you doing this weekend? I am visiting my grandmother. What about you? Person B. That sounds fun. Do you see your friends often? Yes, we meet every weekend. We are very close. It's nice to have good friends. Practice these conversations. They will help you talk about family and friends naturally. As we get near the end of our long episode, let's review what we learned today. We learned so many things about family and relationships. We learned basic family words like mother, father, sister, brother, how to describe family members, family activities and celebrations, different types of families, about friendships and relationships, emotions in relationships, how to help family and friends, how to solve relationship problems, how to show love and appreciation, common expressions about family, different family cultures. We also practiced listening to family stories, having conversations about family, describing our own families, role-playing with family topics. This was a lot of learning. You did a great job staying with me for 1 whole hour. Now, I have a special challenge for you this week. I want you to practice talking about your family in English. Here are some activities you can do. Write 5 sentences about your family members. Tell a friend about your family in English. Ask someone about their family using the questions we learned. Practice the role-play conversations with a friend. Learn 1 new family word every day this week. Also, think about these questions. What makes your family special? How do you show love to your family? What is your favorite family activity? Who is the most important person in your life? Share your family stories with us. Use the hashtag #ArtificialFluencyFamily. I love reading your stories. Thank you so much for spending 1 hour with me today. We learned so much about families and relationships. Remember, every family is different and special. Every relationship is important. Family and friends make life happy and meaningful. Take care of the people you love. Show them you care. Help them when they need help. And don't forget to tell them, I love you often. Next week, we will have a regular 30-minute episode about hobbies and free time activities. That will be fun too. Until then, practice talking about your family in English. Spend time with people you love. And remember, learning English is easier when you practice with topics you care about, like family and friends. This is Mia from Artificial Fluency Podcast. Thank you for listening to our special long episode. Take care of your family and friends, and see you next time. Goodbye.
Welcome back to the Artificial Fluency Podcast. I'm Mia. In today's episode, we're going to practice some easy conversations in English that you can use in your everyday life. As you listen, you will improve both your listening and writing skills by hearing real-life stories and examples. So if you're ready to learn how to speak English naturally, press that like button, and let's get started. Before we dive into our conversation practice, let me ask you a couple of questions. Have you ever had a simple chat with someone about your day? Maybe a quick conversation with a friend or a colleague? Or perhaps you've had to talk about your plans for the weekend with your husband or wife. These are exactly the kinds of conversations we'll focus on today. Now imagine you're talking to your friend Sarah and she asks you how your day went. Here's how a simple conversation might go. Sarah: Hey Natasha, how was your day today? Natasha: Oh, it was pretty good. I woke up early and had a nice breakfast with my husband. We had eggs and toast, and it was so relaxing. After that, I went to work, and the day went by quickly. How about you? You see how easy that sounds? It's natural, simple, and friendly. You can use this kind of small talk with anyone, whether it's a friend, a colleague, or even someone you just met. The key to mastering conversations like these is practice, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. Now let's practice another situation. Imagine you're at the grocery store and you bump into a neighbor. You both stop to chat for a minute. Neighbor: Hi Natasha, I haven't seen you in a while. How's everything? Natasha: Hey, everything's good, just busy with work, but I finally found some time to do some shopping. What about you? How's your family? This is another example of an everyday conversation. The goal here is to make your English sound natural and fluid, just like you would in your own language. So when you practice, try to imagine these situations happening in your real life. Let's switch gears a little bit. Suppose you're talking to your husband about plans for the weekend. Here's how that might go. Natasha: So, honey, what do you think about going hiking this weekend? Husband: That sounds great. I'd love to get outside and enjoy the fresh air. What time do you want to go? Natasha: How about Saturday morning? We can have breakfast together and then head out. These types of conversations are simple but essential. They help you practice speaking in a natural, comfortable way. And remember, the more you practice these everyday scenarios, the better you'll become at speaking English confidently. All right, now let's talk about another common situation, discussing plans with a coworker. Imagine you're talking to your colleague John. Hey Natasha, do you have any plans for the holidays? Natasha: Not much actually. I'm planning to visit my parents and maybe we'll go out to dinner. What about you? John: I'm thinking of taking a short trip with my wife to the mountains. It should be fun. In this conversation, you're using a casual tone, asking questions and sharing information about your plans. It's a great example of how to keep things light and friendly while practicing English. As you listen to these examples, think about how you can use these conversations in your own life. You might be surprised how often you'll find yourself in situations where these kinds of simple, everyday conversations happen. Let's continue with another everyday situation. This time, imagine you're at work and your manager, Mr. Thomas, asks you about your progress on a project. Mr. Thomas: Hi Natasha, how is the report coming along? Natasha: Hello Mr. Thomas. I'm almost done with it. I just need to add a few more details and I'll send it to you by the end of the day. Mr. Thomas: Great. Let me know if you need any help. This kind of short professional conversation is very common in the workplace. Notice how polite and clear the language is. Even when you're speaking at work, it's important to be friendly and respectful. Now let's imagine you're talking to your friend Daniel. You meet him at the park and you have a quick chat. Daniel: Hi Natasha. What a surprise to see you here. Natasha: Hi Daniel. Yes, I decided to take a short walk after lunch. It's such a nice day, isn't it? Daniel: It really is. I like coming here when the weather is good. It helps me relax. This is another simple and natural conversation. When you're learning English, try practicing short talks like this with a friend, or even in front of a mirror. It helps build confidence and fluency. Now let's talk about a family situation. Imagine you're helping your child with homework. Your daughter Emily asks you a question. Emily. Mom, can you help me with this question? Natasha. Sure, Emily. Let me take a look. Oh, this is about math. Okay, first you need to add these two numbers together. Try it and I'll check your answer. Helping your children with homework is a great way to use English at home. Even if you're still learning, speaking English with your family can make you more comfortable and improve your vocabulary. Now, picture yourself visiting a doctor. You have an appointment, and the nurse calls your name. Nurse. Natasha, the doctor will see you now. Please come this way. Doctor? Good morning, Natasha. What brings you in today? Natasha. Good morning, doctor. I've been having a sore throat for a few days, and I just wanted to get it checked. In this kind of conversation, it's important to be clear and describe how you feel. Learning simple health-related words and phrases will help you speak better when visiting the doctor. Let's try another role play. Imagine you're at a bakery and you're buying bread. Baker. Good morning. What can I get for you today? Natasha. Hi. I'd like 1 loaf of whole wheat bread and 2 butter rolls, please. Baker. Of course. Would you like anything else? Natasha. No, thank you. That's all for today. See how simple and polite this conversation is? When you practice these real-life conversations, you learn how to speak naturally in different situations. Now imagine your neighbor, Mr. Robert, comes by to borrow a tool. Mr. Robert. Hi, Natasha. Sorry to bother you. Do you have a screwdriver I can borrow? Natasha. Hi, Mr. Robert. No problem at all. Let me check the toolbox. Yes, here it is. Just bring it back when you're done. Mr. Robert. Thank you. I'll return it this evening. This is another example of being helpful and kind in everyday situations. These small conversations can really help you feel more comfortable speaking English. Next, let's talk about making an appointment over the phone. You're calling the dentist's office. Receptionist. Good afternoon, Dr. Parker's office. How can I help you? Natasha. Hello, I'd like to make an appointment for a checkup, please. Receptionist. Sure, are you available this Thursday? At 10 a.m.? Natasha. Yes, that works for me. Thank you very much. Making phone calls in English can feel scary at first, but the more you listen and practice, the easier it gets. Just remember to speak slowly and clearly. Let's keep going. Imagine you're meeting your husband at a cafe after work. Natasha. Hi, did you find the place easily? Husband. Yes, it was easy to find. How was your day? Natasha. It was good. Busy but not too stressful. I'm glad we could meet here and relax a bit. These kinds of conversations help you connect with your family and talk about your day. They also help you build vocabulary around daily activities and feelings. Today, I want you to imagine this. It's a Saturday morning and you're at home. You're cleaning the living room when your friend Rachel calls you on the phone. She wants to invite you to a picnic with her family on Sunday. Rachel? Hi, Natasha. I hope I'm not calling at a bad time. Natasha. Hi, Rachel. Not at all. I'm just doing a bit of cleaning. How are you? Rachel. I'm good. I was wondering if you and your husband would like to join us for a picnic tomorrow. We're planning to go to the park after lunch. The kids can play and we can relax under the trees. Natasha. That sounds so nice. I'll check with my husband, but I think we're free tomorrow. It's been a long week and a quiet afternoon in the park sounds perfect. Rachel. Great. I'll bring some sandwiches and juice. You can bring something small too if you'd like. Maybe some fruit or snacks. Natasha. Sure, I can bring some apples and biscuits. What time should we meet? Rachel. How about 1 p.m.? That should give us time to eat and enjoy the sunshine. Natasha. Perfect. I'll see you then. Thanks for the invite, Rachel. Rachel. You're welcome. Looking forward to it. Now, in this conversation, you can notice a few useful things. First, it's a friendly, casual talk. The language is easy, polite, and warm. This is how people speak when making simple plans. You can practice conversations like this with a friend, or even speak them out loud by yourself. Try switching roles. Be Rachel, then be Natasha. This helps you learn both how to invite some. Let's look at another situation. This time you're at home and your son, Ethan, comes back from school. He looks a little tired, so you start a conversation with him. Natasha. Hi, Ethan. Welcome home. How was school today? Ethan. It was okay. I had a math test. I think I did all right, but I'm really tired. Natasha. You've worked hard, I can see that. Why don't you rest for a bit? Then you can tell me more about your day. Ethan. Okay. Can I have a snack first? Natasha. Sure. There are some bananas and peanut butter in the kitchen. You can make a sandwich if you want. Ethan. Thanks, Mom. I'll eat and then maybe read my new book. Natasha. That sounds like a great idea. And after dinner, I can help you review your homework if you need. This type of conversation shows how to speak to children in English in a supportive and natural way. It's not too formal, but it's still kind and encouraging. These short daily talks help you practice family vocabulary and improve your confidence in using English with people you care about. Now let's imagine a different moment. You're in the kitchen with your husband, Mark. It's Sunday morning and you're planning the week together while having breakfast. Mark. Do we have anything important this week? Natasha. Yes, I made a list last night. On Monday we have the parent-teacher meeting at Ethan's school. It starts at 4 p.m. On Wednesday, we have the dentist appointments at 11 a.m. And on Friday, your cousin David is coming over for dinner. Mark. That's right. I almost forgot about the dinner. Should we cook something at home or order food? Natasha. Let's cook at home. I was thinking about making chicken curry with rice and maybe a salad on the side. What do you think? Mark. That sounds great. Let's make a shopping list today so we don't forget anything. Natasha. Good idea. After breakfast, we can go to the grocery store. I'll write down what we need. Chicken, onions, tomatoes, rice, yogurt, and some fresh herbs. Mark. Perfect. It'll be nice to cook together. See how helpful this kind of conversation is? It's full of everyday English, planning, asking questions, making suggestions, and agreeing on ideas. These are the kinds of conversations that happen in almost every home, and they're great for improving your speaking and listening skills. Now let's try one more real-life situation. This time, you are at the office. You're having a short meeting with your coworker, David. You're working together on a small project and need to divide the tasks. David. Hi, Natasha. I looked at the list of things we need to finish. It's a bit long, but I think we can manage it. Natasha. Yes, I think so too. I already wrote the summary report for last week's progress. You can check it later if you want. David. That's helpful. I can work on the spreadsheet this afternoon. I just need the numbers from the last 3 days. Natasha. I have them right here. I'll email them to you in a few minutes. Do you want me to review the report before we send it to the manager? David. Yes, please. A second look is always helpful. Let's aim to finish everything by tomorrow afternoon. Natasha. Agreed. I'll keep you updated if anything changes. In this conversation, the English is polite and professional. These phrases are useful when working with colleagues, especially when you need to plan or complete a task together. If you work in an office or even online, try to practice similar conversations. Let's keep going. This time, we'll go deeper into daily conversations and stories that can help you feel more comfortable with real English. These are the kinds of talks people have every day, with family, neighbors, co-workers, and friends. Listen carefully and try to imagine yourself in these situations. You can repeat the sentences, speak them out loud, and practice writing down what you hear to improve both your listening and writing skills. Let's begin with a story about Sarah. She's a mother of 2 kids, and she works part-time at a bakery. One Monday morning, she wakes up early and prepares breakfast. Sarah: Good morning, kids. Time to wake up. Emily: Mom, can I sleep for 5 more minutes? Sarah: Just 5 minutes, okay? Then come down for breakfast. Daniel: What's for breakfast today, Mom? Sarah: I made toast, eggs, and bananas. Eat quickly. We don't want to be late for school. After breakfast, Sarah drops the kids at school and heads to work. At the bakery, she greets her co-worker James. James: Morning, Sarah. How was your weekend? Sarah: It was busy but nice. We went to the park on Sunday. How about you? James: Pretty quiet. I stayed home and cleaned the house. Are you ready for a busy day? Sarah: Always. Let me wash my hands and I'll help with the muffins. This kind of friendly workplace talk helps you learn useful words and short questions. You can see how Sarah talks to her children at home and how she speaks differently at work. Practicing. Both types of conversation helps you become more flexible in your English. Now let's move to another story. This time it's about John. He's a teacher who lives in a small town. One day his neighbor Mr. Miller knocks on his door. Mr. Miller: Good morning, John. Sorry to bother you so early. John: No problem at all, Mr. Miller. Is everything okay? Mr. Miller: Yes, I just wanted to ask if you're free. This afternoon, I need some help with my garden. My back has been hurting lately. John: Of course, I'd be happy to help. What time should I come over? Mr. Miller: Around 4 p.m. if that works for you. John: That's perfect. I'll see you then. Later that day, John visits Mr. Miller's house. They work together for about an hour. After that, they sit down for tea and talk. Mr. Miller: Thank you, John. I really appreciate your help. John: It's my pleasure. I enjoy gardening and it's always good to get some fresh air. Mr. Miller: You know, I've lived in this neighborhood for 30 years. It's nice to see younger people like you taking time to help. John: Thank you, Mr. Miller. It's important to support each other. Now this story teaches us more than just English. It shows kindness, community, and simple everyday help. And in the conversation, we learn many useful phrases: offering help, thanking someone, and planning a time. Let's move to another situation. This time, it's about Lisa. Lisa is a nurse, and she's talking with her husband, Tom, in the evening. Tom: How was your shift today? Lisa: It was long. We had a lot of patients. I didn't even sit down until after lunchtime. Tom: That sounds tiring. Do you want to rest now? Lisa: Yes, I'll take a quick shower first. Then maybe we can eat dinner together. Tom: I already made some rice and chicken. Just heat it up when you're ready. Lisa: You cooked? That's so sweet. Thank you, Tom. Tom: You work so hard. I wanted to help a little. Lisa: That means a lot. After dinner, maybe we can talk about our weekend plans. This is another type of everyday talk between husband and wife at home. The words are simple, caring, and real. You can practice these conversations to learn how to talk about your day, offer support, and plan time together. Now let's hear about David. He's a shopkeeper. One morning, a regular customer named Anna visits his store. Anna. Good morning, David. David. Good morning, Anna. Nice to see you. How can I help you today? Anna. I need some fresh vegetables. Do you have any spinach? David. Yes, we just got some this morning. Would you like a small or large bunch? Anna. A small one, please, and also 2 onions and a few tomatoes. David. Sure. Let me pack those for you. Anything else? Anna. That's all for today. David. All right. That will be 5 pounds. Anna. Here you go. Thank you. David. Thank you, Anna. Have a lovely day. This is a short shopping conversation, but it's full of useful phrases. How can I help you? Would you like anything else? These are the kinds of expressions you can hear and use when you go shopping in English-speaking places. Practicing them helps you feel more confident in talking to shopkeepers or people in stores. Next, let's go to a school setting. Jenny is a student and she's talking with her teacher, Mr. Roberts, after class. Jenny. Excuse me, Mr. Roberts, can I ask a question? Mr. Roberts. Of course, Jenny. What's your question? Jenny. I didn't understand part of the homework. Number 5 was a bit confusing. Mr. Roberts. Let's look at it together. It's the one about comparing numbers, right? Jenny. Yes, I wasn't sure how to write the answer. Mr. Roberts. You need to use the word greater or less than to compare. Let's try it together. Jenny. Oh, I see now. Thank you so much. Mr. Roberts. You're welcome. Never hesitate to ask questions. That's how we learn. This conversation is useful for school or class settings. You learn how to ask questions politely, how to say you didn't understand something, and how to respond kindly when helping someone. These are very helpful skills for anyone learning English. Let's do one more for now. Imagine you're walking in your neighborhood and see your neighbor Helen watering her plants. Natasha. Hi, Helen. The flowers look beautiful today. Helen. Thank you, Natasha. I've been taking extra care of them this spring. Natasha. What's your secret? Mine never bloom like that. Helen. I water them every morning and give them natural plant food once a week. Natasha. That's a great tip. I might try that. Which flowers are these? Helen. These are marigolds and petunias. They love the sun. Natasha. I'll stop by the garden shop later and get some from my yard too. Helen. Good idea. And if you ever need help, just let me know. These types of chats help you learn how to start a friendly conversation, how to give compliments, and how to learn from others. These small talks are powerful tools for growing your English skills. Let's continue exploring more everyday conversations, focusing on simple, real-life English that you can use in your daily life. By listening carefully to these stories and practicing the sentences, you will improve both your listening and writing skills. The goal is to help you feel comfortable using English in many situations, from speaking with neighbors to chatting with coworkers. Let's start with a story about a man named Tom. He's an office worker who lives in a busy city. One morning, he's running a little late, but he still has time to stop at his favorite coffee shop on his way to work. When he walks in, he greets the barista, Sarah. Tom. Good morning, Sarah. How are you today? Sarah. Good morning. Tom, I'm doing well, thanks for asking. How about you? Tom. I'm doing all right, but I'm a little late for work today. I need my usual coffee. Sarah. I've got it ready for you already. 1 black coffee, right? Tom. Yes. Thanks, you're always quick. Sarah. It's my job. Have a good day at work, Tom. Tom. Thanks, Sarah, you too. In this conversation, we hear how people greet each other in the morning. Even if you're busy, you can still make small talk with the people around you. Practicing this type of conversation helps you build confidence when you're out in the home, city, or in any public place. Next, let's imagine a scenario where Lisa, a university student, meets her friend Jack after class. They're both heading to the local park to relax. Lisa: "Hey Jack, how was your class today?" Jack: "It was good, but a bit long. We had to read 2 chapters of a new book." Lisa: "That sounds like a lot of work. I have to read that. Book 2, but I haven't started yet." Jack: "It's not too bad. The story is interesting. You should start reading it tonight." Lisa: "I think I will. After the park, we should grab some coffee. What do you think?" Jack: "Sounds perfect. I'm definitely in." This type of conversation is very common among friends or classmates. We talk about how our day was, share plans for the evening, and suggest things we can do together. These are simple sentences, but they're very useful in everyday life. You can use similar phrases when meeting up with friends or making plans with people. Now let's move to a conversation between 2 coworkers, Mark and Rachel, during their lunch break. They're sitting at a small table in the office kitchen. Rachel: "Mark, did you see the email about the new project?" Mark: "Yes, I did. It looks like a big task, but it should be interesting." Rachel: "I agree. I'm excited to work on it. Do you know who's leading the team?" Mark: "I think David is in charge. He's been talking about this project for weeks." Rachel: "That makes sense. He always has so many ideas. I'm looking forward to hearing more about it." Mark: "Me too. I think we'll all learn a lot from it." Here, we see a typical conversation between coworkers. They discuss work tasks and upcoming projects. It's friendly but professional. This kind of conversation happens all the time in the workplace, so practicing it will help you when you're talking with colleagues or during business meetings. Next, let's move to a family situation. Sarah and her husband Daniel are at home having dinner after a busy day. Sarah: "Dinner is ready. It's your favorite, spaghetti and meatballs." Daniel: "That smells amazing, Sarah. I'm so hungry." Sarah: "I hope you're ready to eat because I made a lot." "How was your day?" Daniel: "It was okay. Busy, but I got a lot done. How about you?" Sarah: "Same here. I had meetings all day. It's nice to sit down and relax now." Daniel: "I agree. After dinner, we should watch a movie or just talk for a while." Sarah: "That sounds great. Let's enjoy the evening." This conversation shows a typical exchange between a married couple at home. It's relaxed and comfortable. We can learn useful phrases like "How was your day?" and "I made a lot" when talking about meals and daily routines. Practicing these simple conversations helps you sound more natural in everyday talks. Now, let's move to another story about Emma. She's a stay-at-home mom who enjoys gardening. One afternoon, she's outside tending to her garden when her friend, Mary, stops by. Mary: "Wow, Emma, your garden looks beautiful. How do you keep it looking so nice?" Emma: "Thank you, Mary. I spend a lot of time in the garden. I try to water the plants every day." Mary: "It definitely shows. I've been meaning to start my own garden. Any tips for beginners?" Emma: "I'd recommend starting with flowers that are easy to take care of, like daisies. And don't forget to check the soil." Mary: "Good advice. I'll visit the garden store this weekend and get some supplies." Emma: "Let me know if you need help. I can show you how to plant them." In this conversation, Emma and Mary talk about gardening, which is a common topic for people who enjoy outdoor hobbies. Notice how Emma uses simple language to explain gardening tips and offer help. You can use similar conversations when talking about hobbies, sharing knowledge, or giving advice. Next, let's hear a conversation between 2 neighbors, Peter and Susan, as they walk their dogs in the park. Peter, hi Susan, how are you today? Susan, I'm good, thanks. Just walking my dog, Max. How about you? Peter, I'm doing great. I'm just out with Bella, she loves the park. Susan, Max is the same way, he's always excited when we come here. Peter, it's nice to have a peaceful place to walk. Do you come here often? Susan, yes, almost every day. It's good exercise for both of us. Peter, I agree. I try to come at least 3 times a week. It's a good way to stay active. This conversation happens in a casual setting between neighbors who run into each other while walking their dogs. It's a simple, friendly exchange, and you can use similar phrases when talking to neighbors or people you meet in public places. Practicing these sentences helps you build confidence in speaking casually and making small talk. Now let's move on to a conversation between 2 old friends, Alice and Robert. They haven't seen each other in a long time, but they finally run into each other at the grocery store. Alice, Robert, is that you? Robert, Alice, it's been so long, how have you been? Alice, I've been doing well, just busy with work and family, how about you? Robert, same here, life has been busy. I'm just picking up a few things for dinner. What about you? Alice, I'm doing the same. It's funny running into you here. Robert, yeah, I haven't seen you in years. We should catch up soon. Let's grab coffee next week. Alice, that sounds great. I'll text you and we'll set a time. This conversation between old friends shows how people reconnect after a long time. It's simple and warm, and it helps you learn useful phrases for greeting old friends and making plans to meet up again. Practicing these sentences will help you sound friendly and confident in similar situations. Now let's take a look at another casual conversation. This time between 2 students, Ben and Lucy, who are studying together in the library. Ben, hey Lucy, do you understand this chapter? Lucy, not really. It's a bit confusing. The numbers don't make sense to me. Ben, yeah, me too. I think we need to look at the examples in the back of the book. Lucy, that might help. Let's take a break and look at them together. Ben, good idea. I need some water anyway. This conversation is about studying and figuring out difficult material. It's a great example of how to talk about school subjects and study challenges. The key phrases like, do you understand? And let's take a break are useful when you're studying with classmates or friends. These conversations have covered a lot of ground, from shopping and work to hobbies and study. Each of them uses real-life English that you'll hear in daily situations. You can practice them at home, with friends, or even when you're out and about. All right, let's dive deeper into even more everyday conversations that will help you sound natural when speaking English. The more you practice, the better you'll become at understanding and using English in real-life situations. In this section, we will cover a wide variety of topics, from family life to travel and work situations. These stories will not only help you improve your listening skills, but also give you practical examples of how to use English in different contexts. Let's start with a conversation between a couple, Sarah and John, who are planning a family trip. They've been talking about going on vacation for a while, and today they finally sit down to discuss the details. Sarah, John, have you decided where we should go for our vacation this year? John, I've been thinking about it. How about we go to the beach? We haven't been in years. Sarah, that sounds wonderful. We could go to Florida. The weather is great and there are plenty of family-friendly activities. John, I agree. Florida would be perfect. We could visit Disney World too. The kids would love that. Sarah, yes, they would be so excited. I'll check flights and hotels later today. We should book it soon. John. Let me know if this conversation is a typical planning session between a couple. They discuss their vacation destination, activities, and how to divide the responsibilities. It's a relaxed but important conversation that shows how you can talk about future plans and share responsibilities. The phrases they use, like, have you decided, and we should book it soon, are great for making plans with family or friends. Now let's move on to a conversation between two friends, David and Emma, who are meeting for lunch. They haven't seen each other in a while, and today is the perfect time to catch up. David. Emma, it's been so long since we last met. How have you been? Emma. I know, it feels like forever. I've been doing well, just busy with work and taking care of the kids. How about you? David. Same here. Work has been crazy, but I'm finally getting a break. I needed this lunch today. Emma. I'm so glad we could meet up. We should do it more often. How's your family? David. They're doing great. My wife and kids are all good. They send their love. Emma. Please tell them I said hi. We should plan a weekend get-together soon. Kids would love to play together. In this conversation, David and Emma share updates on their lives. They talk about family, work, and plans to meet again. This is a casual conversation that you can use when catching up with friends or family members after a period of time. Phrases like, it's been so long, and how's your family, are useful when you want to reconnect with someone. Let's now imagine a conversation between two co-workers, Rachel and James, who are having a coffee break in the office kitchen. Rachel. James, did you hear about the new project we're starting next month? James. Yes, I did. I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a great opportunity for the team. Rachel. I agree. It's going to be challenging, but I'm looking forward to working on something new. James. Absolutely, I'll need some extra help with the research part. Do you think you could assist me? Rachel. Of course, I'd be happy to help. Let me know what you need from me. James. Thanks, Rachel, I really appreciate it. I'm sure we'll do great together. This conversation between Rachel and James is about work, but it's also friendly and supportive. They talk about a new project and how they can work together. This kind of conversation is helpful in any workplace, especially when collaborating with coworkers. Phrases like, did you hear about, and I'd be happy to help are perfect for creating a cooperative and positive atmosphere in a work setting. Now let's hear a story about a father, Mark, who is helping his son Jake with his school homework. They're sitting at the kitchen table working together. Mark. Jake, what's the problem with this math problem? You seem frustrated. Jake. I don't get it, Dad. How do I solve this equation? Mark. Let's look at it together. First, you need to move the numbers around. Try to add this part first. Jake. Okay, I think I understand now. Thanks for helping me, Dad. Mark. No problem, son. That's what I'm here for. Keep practicing, and it'll get easier. This conversation between Mark and Jake is a great example of a parent helping a child with schoolwork. It's a common situation in many families, and it's a helpful conversation to practice. Phrases like, what's the problem? And try to add this part first are useful for teaching or explaining things in simple terms. Next, Lucy and Olivia, who are chatting in the front yard. Lucy has just finished mowing her lawn, and Olivia walks over to talk to her. Olivia. Hey Lucy, your lawn looks amazing. How do you keep it so neat? Lucy. Thanks, Olivia. I mow it every week and make sure I water it regularly. It takes a little time, but it's worth it. Olivia. I agree. I've been meaning to take care of my lawn, but I keep putting it off. Lucy. It's not too hard once you get started. I can show you how to mow it properly if you want. Olivia. That would be great. I'll come over this weekend. And we can do it together. This conversation is a nice example of how neighbors can help each other. Lucy offers to teach Olivia how to mow the lawn, which is a simple but meaningful way to share knowledge. If you want to build relationships with people in your neighborhood, practicing phrases like, "How do you keep it so neat?" and "I can show you how" will be very helpful. Let's move to a conversation about a trip to the grocery store. Anna is shopping for ingredients for dinner, and she runs into her friend Ben in the store. Anna: "Hi Ben, what are you buying today?" Ben: "Hey Anna, I'm picking up some vegetables for dinner. I'm making a stir-fry tonight." Anna: "That sounds delicious. I'm just getting some chicken for a roast." Ben: "Nice. Do you need any help picking out vegetables?" Anna: "Thanks, but I think I've got it. I'm just grabbing some carrots and broccoli. I'll see you later." Ben: "All right, enjoy your dinner. See you soon." This conversation shows how people talk when they run into each other while shopping. It's friendly and simple, using everyday phrases like, "What are you buying?" and "I'll see you later." These kinds of conversations happen often when you're out in public, whether it's at the store or at a park. Next, let's hear from a couple, Peter and Laura, who are discussing their plans for the weekend. They both work during the week and look forward to relaxing on the weekend. Peter: "Laura, what do you think about going to the lake this Saturday?" Laura: "That sounds great. I've been wanting to get out of the city for a while." Peter: "We could rent a boat and spend the day on the water. It would be so relaxing." Laura: "I love that idea. I'll pack some snacks and we can make a day of it." Peter: "Perfect. Let's do it. I'll check the weather and make sure it's a good day for a trip." This conversation shows a couple making plans for the weekend. It's a relaxed conversation and it uses simple phrases like, "What do you think about?" and "I'll pack some snacks." It's easy to practice and very useful when making plans with others. Now let's imagine a conversation between two friends, Jack and Helen, who are discussing their plans for a holiday party. Jack: "Helen, are you coming to the holiday party at Sarah's house?" Helen: "Of course. I wouldn't miss it. What should I bring?" Jack: "Sarah asked everyone to bring a dish. I'm making my famous lasagna. What about you?" Helen: "I'll bring a salad. Something healthy to balance out all the heavy food." Jack: "Good idea. I'm sure everyone will love it. I can't wait to see everyone there." Helen: "Me too. It's going to be so much fun." This conversation is a typical example of how friends talk when making plans for a party or gathering. They discuss what to bring and share their excitement for the event. Phrases like, "What should I bring?" and "I'm sure everyone will love it" are useful for planning events with friends or family. These conversations cover a wide range of everyday situations, from family trips to work discussions and casual meetups with friends. The more you practice these types of dialogues, the more confident you'll become in speaking English. You can start using these phrases in your own life, whether you're at home, at work, or out with friends. Let me know when you're ready for more. Let's continue with even more real-life conversations to help you improve your English listening and speaking skills. These scenarios will give you the chance to practice practical vocabulary and phrases that you can use in your day-to-day life. From discussing hobbies to handling situations at work or even talking to your neighbors, these conversations will help you sound more confident and natural in English. First, let's join two friends, Michael and Lisa, as they're catching up at a cafe. They haven't met in a while and are eager to chat about what's been going on in their lives. Michael: "Lisa, it's been too long. How have you been?" Lisa: "I know, it feels like forever. I've been good, just busy with work." What about you? Michael? Same here. I've been working a lot lately, but I'm glad we could finally meet up today. Lisa? Me too. It's nice to take a break. So, what's new with you? Any exciting plans? Michael? Well, I've been thinking about taking a cooking class. I love trying new recipes, and I thought it would be fun to learn some new techniques. Lisa? That sounds amazing. I've always wanted to take a class like that. I think I'd like to learn how to bake bread. Have you tried baking? Michael? Not yet, but I'd love to. Maybe we should sign up for a class together. Lisa? That's a great idea. Let's do it. This conversation between Michael and Lisa is an excellent example of how you can talk about new interests and activities with friends. They discuss their hobbies, make plans to do something together, and share their excitement about learning something new. The key phrases here are, "How have you been?" and "What about you?" These are great ways to start a conversation when catching up with someone. Now, let's take a look at a conversation between a father, David, and his teenage daughter, Emily. They're having a discussion about Emily's upcoming school project. David: Emily, how's your school project going? Are you ready to present it next week? Emily: I'm almost done, but I still have a few things to add. It's been a lot of work, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. David: That's great. What's the project about? Emily: It's about the environment. I'm focusing on recycling and how it can help reduce waste. It's been really interesting to research. David: Sounds like a very important topic. Do you need any help with the presentation? I could help you practice. Emily: Thanks, Dad. That would be great. I always feel a little nervous before speaking in front of the class. David: I understand. We can go over it together and I'm sure you'll do great. You've worked hard on it. This conversation shows how a parent can help their child with schoolwork, especially when it involves presenting in front of a class. David and Emily talk about the project, share thoughts, and offer help to each other. The phrases, "How's your school project going?" and "Do you need any help?" are great for offering support in academic situations. Next, we'll join two colleagues, Laura and Tom, as they're discussing an upcoming work event. They both work at the same office and are responsible for organizing the event. Laura: Tom, have you thought about the schedule for the event next week? Tom: Yes. I was planning to start with the keynote speaker in the morning and then have some breakout sessions in the afternoon. Laura: Sounds like a good plan. Do you think we should provide lunch for the attendees? Tom: Definitely. It's going to be a long day, so we should arrange something for everyone. I'll contact the caterers. Laura: Great. I'll take care of the decorations and make sure everything looks nice. We want the event to feel welcoming. Tom: Perfect. I'll send out the invitations tomorrow. Once they confirm, we'll have everything ready. Laura: I'm sure it will be a success. Let's meet up tomorrow to finalize the details. This conversation between Laura and Tom is an excellent example of how people in a work environment talk when organizing an event. They discuss the schedule, food, and other details that are important for making the event run smoothly. Phrases like, "Have you thought about?" and "I'll take care of" are very useful when coordinating tasks with a colleague. Now let's listen to a conversation between two neighbors, Daniel and Kate, who are talking about their plans for the upcoming weekend. Daniel: Hey Kate, do you have any plans for the weekend? Kate: Not much. I was thinking about staying at home and getting some things done. What about you? Daniel: I'm going to the farmer's market on Saturday morning. I've heard there's going to be a lot of fresh produce this week. Kate: That sounds like fun. I love going to the farmer's market. I'll join you. Maybe we can grab Coffee afterward. Daniel? Great idea. Let's meet at 9 a.m. I'll save you a spot at the market. Kate. Perfect. I'll see you there. This conversation shows how neighbors can make casual plans together. Daniel invites Kate to join him at the farmer's market, and they set up a time to meet. The phrases, "Do you have any plans?" and "I'll join you" are useful when you want to make plans with someone in your community. Let's now join a conversation between two friends, Ben and Sophie, who are talking about their recent vacation. They're sitting in a cafe sharing their travel stories. Ben. Sophie, I can't believe you went to Spain last month. How was it? Sophie. It was amazing. The food, the sights, everything was perfect. I spent a lot of time exploring Barcelona. Ben. That sounds incredible. What was your favorite part of the trip? Sophie. Definitely the beach. I spent hours just relaxing by the sea. It was so peaceful. Ben. I'm jealous. I haven't been to a beach in years. I need to plan a trip soon. Sophie. You should. It's the best way to unwind. I can recommend some great places in Spain if you're interested. This conversation is a great example of how friends share their travel experiences. Sophie talks about her trip to Spain, and Ben expresses interest in going on his own trip. The key phrases here, like, "How was it?" and "I need to plan a trip soon," are useful for discussing travel plans and experiences with friends. Next, let's listen to a conversation between a husband, Tom, and his wife, Alice, who are discussing their plans to buy a new car. Tom. Alice, I think it's time we get a new car. The old one is starting to give us too many problems. Alice. I agree. We've had it for years and it's not as reliable as it used to be. What kind of car do you have in mind? Tom. I was thinking about getting a sedan, something comfortable for the family. What do you think? Alice. That sounds good. I want something that has good gas mileage too. We should look for something practical. Tom. I'll start researching some options. Let's go to a dealership this weekend and see what they have. This conversation between Tom and Alice is a great example of how a couple can discuss important decisions together. They talk about their needs, preferences, and the steps they'll take to buy a new car. The phrases, "What kind of car do you have in mind?" and "I'll start researching" are practical for decision-making situations. Now, let's hear a conversation between two friends, Mark and Susan, who are discussing their weekend plans. Mark. Susan, are you doing anything fun this weekend? Susan. Not really. I was thinking about catching up on some reading. How about you? Mark. I'm going hiking with some friends. We're going to the mountains on Saturday morning. Susan. That sounds great. I've been wanting to get outdoors more. Maybe I'll join you next time. Mark. You should. It's always fun to hike and enjoy the fresh air. Let me know if you want to come along next time. This conversation is a simple and friendly way to talk about plans with friends. Mark invites Susan to join the hiking trip, and they discuss outdoor activities. Phrases like, "Are you doing anything fun?" and "Maybe I'll join you next time" are useful for inviting someone to join an activity. Lastly, let's join a conversation between a couple, Sarah and William, who are discussing their weekend date night. Sarah. William, what should we do for date night this weekend? William, how about we go out for dinner at that new restaurant in town? I've heard good things about it. Sarah, that sounds perfect. I've been wanting to try it. Do you think we should make a reservation? William, yes, it's probably a good idea. I'll call and book a table for us. Sarah, thanks. I can't wait. It will be nice to have a quiet evening together. This conversation shows how a couple plans a special date night. Sarah and William discuss where to go for dinner and how to plan the evening. The phrases, "What should we do for date night?" and "I can't wait" are great for making plans with your partner. These conversations have covered a wide variety of everyday situations, from casual get-togethers with friends to making important decisions with family members. They are designed to give you practice in many different areas of life. Whether you're talking to a coworker, planning a trip, or just catching up with a friend, these conversations will help you sound more natural and confident when speaking English. Keep practicing. All right, let's continue. We've already covered a lot of useful conversations, and now it's time to dive into even more practical and relatable examples that will help you improve your listening and speaking skills. We're going to hear more stories from everyday situations. Whether you're chatting with your neighbors, making plans with friends, or even discussing some important decisions with your family. These conversations are designed to help you build your confidence when using English in real-life scenarios. Let's start with a conversation between two coworkers, Emma and John, who are discussing their plans for an upcoming team project at our work. Emma: John, have you thought about how we're going to approach this project? I think we should start by dividing the tasks. John: I agree. We can each take on different parts of the project. Maybe you could work on the research and I can handle the presentation? Emma: That works for me. I'll gather the information and we can meet to discuss it later in the week. John: Great. I'll start putting together the slides for the presentation. We should have it ready by the end of the week. Emma: Sounds good. Let's plan a meeting on Friday to check our progress. John: Perfect. I'm confident we'll get this done on time. This conversation between Emma and John shows how coworkers discuss teamwork and organize tasks for a project. It's an excellent example of professional communication. Phrases like, "Have you thought about?" and "Let's plan a meeting" are useful in any work setting when organizing tasks and making sure everyone is on track. Now, let's hear a conversation between two friends, Rachel and Chris, who are talking about their recent vacation experiences. They are excited to share their stories with each other. Rachel: Chris, I just came back from my trip to Italy. It was such a great experience. I can't wait to tell you all about it. Chris: That sounds amazing. What was the best part of your trip? Rachel: Definitely the food. I had the best pizza in Naples. I also visited the Colosseum in Rome, and the history there was incredible. Chris: I've always wanted to go to Italy. What else did you do? Rachel: I spent a few days in Venice too. The canals were beautiful, and I took a gondola ride. It felt like I was in a movie. Chris: That sounds so romantic. I need to add Venice to my travel list. Rachel: You should. I highly recommend it. This conversation between Rachel and Chris is a great example of how friends share travel experiences. Rachel is excited about her trip to Italy, and Chris expresses interest in visiting some of the same places. The phrases, "What was the best part?" and "I highly recommend it" are useful when discussing travel with friends. Let's now listen to a conversation between a father, David, and his teenage son, Lucas. They're talking about Lucas's plans for the summer holidays. David: Lucas, do you have any plans for the summer break yet? Lucas: I was thinking about taking a short trip with my friends. We want to go camping in the mountains. David: That sounds like a great idea. Do you need any help preparing for the trip? Lucas: I'm planning to do some research on the best spots, but I might need your help with the camping gear. David: Of course. I can help you pick out a good tent and some other supplies. It's important to be prepared when you go camping. Lucas: Thanks, Dad. I'm really looking forward to it. This conversation shows how a father and son can talk about summer plans and how the father offers his help with preparing for the trip. The phrases, "Do you have any plans?" and "I can help you pick out" are useful when talking about activities and offering help to others. Next, let's join two friends, Jack and Olivia, as they're discussing their plans for an upcoming weekend party. They are excited to make sure everything is ready for the event. Jack. Olivia, are you ready for the party on Saturday? I think we should get everything set up in the afternoon. Olivia. I'm excited. I'll bring some snacks and drinks. What about decorations? Do you need any help with that? Jack. I've already got the decorations. We just need to make sure the music is ready to go. Olivia. Sounds good. I'll set up the snacks and drinks. Maybe we should also have a small game or activity to keep people entertained. Jack. That's a great idea. I'll bring some board games. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. This conversation between Jack and Olivia is a great example of how friends plan a party and work together to make sure everything is ready. The phrases, "Are you ready for?" and "What about decorations?" are useful for organizing events with friends. Now let's join a couple, Harry and Sarah, who are discussing their plans for a family dinner. They are making sure everything is ready for the guests. Harry. Sarah, have you decided what to cook for the family dinner on Sunday? Sarah. I was thinking of making roast chicken and mashed potatoes. It's simple, but everyone loves it. Harry. Sounds delicious. Should we invite your brother and his family too? Sarah. That's a great idea. I'll call them and see if they're free. Harry. Perfect. I'll make sure to pick up some wine and dessert. It'll be a great evening. Sarah. I agree. I'm looking forward to it. This conversation between Harry and Sarah shows how a couple plans a family gathering. They discuss the menu, invite guests, and make sure everything is prepared. Phrases like, "Have you decided what to cook?" and "I'll make sure to pick up" are helpful when planning meals and inviting guests. Let's take a look now at a conversation between two co-workers, Lily and Daniel, who are discussing their upcoming presentation at work. Lily. Daniel, do you feel ready for the presentation tomorrow? I think we've covered everything. Daniel. I feel prepared, but I'm a little nervous about speaking in front of everyone. Lily. It's totally normal to feel that way. Just remember, we've worked hard on this and the audience will be interested in what we have to say. Daniel. You're right. I'll focus on the points we've discussed and I'm sure it'll go smoothly. Lily. That's the spirit. If you need any help during the presentation, I'll be right there with you. Daniel. Thanks, Lily. I really appreciate your support. This conversation between Lily and Daniel is a great example of how coworkers can support each other before a big presentation. They talk about their preparation and offer reassurance. The phrases, "Do you feel ready?" and "I'll be right there with you," are useful for offering support and working together in the workplace. Next, let's listen to a conversation between a husband, Mark, and his wife, Emily, who are discussing their plans for the weekend. Mark. Emily, what should we do this weekend? I was thinking about going for a hike. Emily. I love that idea. I've been wanting to get outdoors more. Where do you want to go? Mark. How about we drive to the national park? It's only a short drive and we can spend the whole day there. Emily. That sounds perfect. I'll pack some snacks and drinks for the trip. Mark. Great. I'll take care of the maps and make sure we have everything we need. Emily. Thanks, Mark. I'm really looking forward to it. This conversation shows how a couple makes plans to go on a hiking trip together. They discuss where to go, what to bring, and get excited about spending the day outdoors. The phrases, "What should we do this weekend?" and "I'll pack some snacks" are great for making plans with your partner. Now, let's join two friends, Tom and Rachel, as they're talking about their plans for the weekend. Tom. Rachel, what's your plan for the weekend? Rachel. I'm going to visit my family. I haven't seen them in a while, so I'm really looking forward to it. Tom. That sounds nice. Are you going anywhere special? Rachel. We're just having a family dinner at my parents' house. It's going to be great to catch up with everyone. Tom, I'm sure it will be fun. I'll probably spend the weekend relaxing at home. Rachel, that sounds nice too. We can hang out next weekend. This conversation is a great example of how friends talk about their weekend plans. Rachel talks about visiting her family, and Tom talks about relaxing at home. Phrases like, let's continue with more practical, everyday conversations that will help you practice and improve your English skills. These conversations cover a wide variety of situations, and by listening to them, you'll get a better sense of how English is used in different contexts. Whether you're planning a family event, discussing weekend activities, or simply chatting with friends, the examples below are all about using real, everyday English. Let's start with a conversation between two neighbors, Sarah and John, who are talking about their upcoming neighborhood barbecue. Sarah: John, are you coming to the barbecue this Saturday? John: Absolutely, I wouldn't miss it. Are you bringing anything special? Sarah: I'm making my famous potato salad. Everyone loves it. How about you? John: I'll bring some grilled chicken. I know a great recipe that everyone enjoys. Sarah: That sounds perfect. We'll have a good variety of food. What time do you think we should start? John: How about 3 p.m.? That way we can enjoy the afternoon and have plenty of time to relax. Sarah: Sounds great. I'll make sure to bring enough drinks for everyone. John: Perfect. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. In this conversation, Sarah and John are talking about a neighborhood barbecue and making sure they have enough food and drinks. This type of casual conversation is something you might have when making plans with neighbors or friends. You can learn how to ask about what others are bringing, discuss timing, and make sure everyone has a good time. Useful phrases like, are you bringing anything special? And what time do you think we should start? Will help you organize social events in English. Now let's listen to a conversation between two friends, Jack and Olivia, who are talking about their weekend plans. They are making plans to go on a hike. Jack: Olivia, do you want to go hiking with me this weekend? I found a nice trail nearby. Olivia: That sounds great. I've been wanting to go hiking for a while. Where's the trail? Jack: It's about an hour's drive from here. It's in the mountains, and the view is supposed to be amazing. Olivia: I love mountain hikes. What time are we leaving? Jack: I was thinking we could leave around 8 a.m. That way we'll have plenty of time to enjoy the hike and maybe have lunch after. Olivia: Perfect. I'll pack some snacks and drinks for us. Do you want me to bring anything else? Jack: Maybe bring a camera so we can take some pictures. I'm sure the views will be incredible. Olivia: Good idea. I'll bring my camera. In this conversation, Jack and Olivia are making plans to go on a hike. They discuss the location, timing, and what to bring. If you're someone who enjoys outdoor activities or making plans with friends, you can use the phrases, do you want to go hiking, and what time are we leaving, in similar situations. These are simple yet useful phrases for making plans with others. Let's take a look now at a conversation between a husband, Michael, and his wife Emma as they discuss their plans for their anniversary. Michael: Emma, what do you want to do for our anniversary next month? Emma: I don't know, Michael. I was thinking it might be nice to go on a weekend getaway. Just the two of us. Michael: That sounds wonderful. Do you have a place in mind? Emma: I was thinking of a cozy cabin in the mountains. It's peaceful and we can just relax and enjoy nature. Michael: I love that idea. Let's look for some options online and book something soon. Emma: Great, I'll start researching cabins. We should make sure to find one with a fireplace. It'll be nice to sit by the fire in the evening. Michael: I agree. I'm really looking forward to it. In this conversation, Michael and Emma are discussing their plans for a special anniversary weekend getaway. They are deciding on the destination and what kind of accommodations they would like. The phrases, "What do you want to do for our anniversary?" and "Let's look for some options" are useful when making plans for important events like anniversaries or special celebrations. Now let's move on to a conversation between two colleagues, Sarah and Ben, who are discussing their upcoming team meeting. Sarah: Ben, do you know what time the meeting is scheduled for tomorrow? Ben: It's at 10 a.m. We need to make sure everything is ready before then. Sarah: Got it. I'm going to review the agenda now. Do you want to take care of the presentation slides? Ben: Sure. I've already started working on them. I'll make sure to include the key points we need to cover. Sarah: Perfect. I'll also check with the team to see if anyone has additional points to add. Ben: Great idea. We want to make sure everyone has a chance to speak up during the meeting. Sarah: Exactly. It's going to be a productive session. This conversation between Sarah and Ben shows how colleagues can prepare for a team meeting. They discuss the schedule, tasks, and how to make sure everyone is ready for the meeting.